Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Garrett Spencer. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I wanted to make this video. Yeah, excuse the holes in this top hole in the shirt. My bad, y'all. But sorry about that. But anyway, I wanted to make this video on my if it was on if it was Mortal Kombat versus Tekken, and who do I think has more of an advantage, and who do I think would win and why? Okay, well, so this thought popped up to me yesterday. When I was thinking about the new Mortal Kombat movie and whatnot, but then it's just like something else better came, which something else came to mind a little better when I just came up with the topic of Mortal Kombat versus Tekken, and who do I and based on and like looking at the characters on Mortal Kombat and Tekken, like I said, for instance, Tekken, like I said, Tekken is that game. Tekken is probably like one of the best fighting games. There's a lot of good, like I said, a lot of good, the gaming series on there is good. Like they do some pretty good stuff. You know they do signature moves, like you press two buttons and over, and they grab you, and they do certain moves to you and whatnot, and they got some pretty good fighters, and you guys all know that martial law. He's my number one favorite in that game because I'm impressed with his style, with his fighting style, his moves, and everything. See, he looks more like, in my mind, he looks more like Bruce Lee. And I wasn't around or born when Bruce Lee movies came out, but like I said, but Bruce Lee was a fucking beast, like in his movies, and probably like one of the best martial arts in that game. Well, not in the game, but I'm saying martial law reminds me of Bruce Lee, and he has a good style and everything. And then Paul, he's my number two, second fighter. Same goes with Dr. Josh when he was around. That was also Dr. Josh's favorite fighter, Paul, and Paul reminds me of a guy off Street Fighter, but he has a pretty good fighting style and some good moves himself. You know, and um that's one of the best fighting games, and they even made a movie out of Tekken. But then there's Mortal Kombat. Now Mortal Kombat, like I said, got those mad characters, and like some of the stuff, and like for instance, like Liu Kang, like I said, one of the best fighters in Mortal Kombat. There's Raiden, there's Johnny Cage, Jax, Reptile, Sub Zero, Scorpion, um, and couple others. I'm mainly like trying to name the good guys though, because like the bad guys, I'm not really too fond of them and everything like that. But some of the stuff that compared to what the fighters do in Tekken. Well, Mortal Kombat is different from Tekken though. And then you guys also, like I said, months and months back, I think I made a video or had an opinion, like, okay, questioning, like, okay, or it actually might have been in one of my streams when I was like, okay, who do you guys think would win if it was out of Liu Kang versus martial law and Tekken? Some people say Liu Kang, and you know what? I was thinking about that right then and there, and I have to agree right there. I think Liu Kang would beat martial law, and I'll tell you why that is, because I think Liu Kang, like I said, they're both good fighters, and Liu Kang, one of the best ones in Mortal Kombat, like but them moves though, man, that he be doing, you know, them moves he be doing, like that bicycle kick and that spin kick, like he goes yaha, you know, I think he would throw martial law. Martial law would be caught off guard by some of those moves, and he wouldn't even see it coming. And then, like, once he's dizzy enough and martial law's done and he can't fight no more, you know, they're gonna use. I think Liu Kang would obviously kill martial law by a fatality move. And like I said, that's something that Tekken you don't see in Tekken that they do. They don't do fatalities in Tekken. They do that shit in Mortal Kombat, and they always have for years. So it's just like it's just like right then and it's like right then and there, some of the Mortal Kombat fighters would be throwing moves out on throwing these throwing moves at Tekken fighters that them Tekken fighters won't even see coming, and it's gonna catch them off guard, and then they're gonna be like, oh, it's gonna knock them off guard, and mess up their game, and I think Mortal Kombat could beat Tekken, basically by their technique and speed and their moves, and then like and and most likely they gonna use them fatality. They gonna use them fatalities against them, and I think some of the people definitely to watch out for. I'd say watch out for Liu Kang. Watch out, for Tekken people for in Mortal Kombat for Tekken and watch out for. Watch out for Liu Kang. Watch out for Johnny Cage. Sonya, she's pretty good. Because I had forgot Sonya. Reptile and Sub Zero, Scorpion. Watch out for them. Well, Scorpion don't really do it, but Reptile and Sub Zero do. They gonna hit. Watch out for them because Reptile and Sub Zero, they're gonna do that slide move. They're gonna do that move with their feet and that's the slide, and they gonna shoot their, like I said, they're gonna shoot their acid, their ice at them, and like Liu Kang will probably also shoot his fireballs at martial law, and but yeah, but back what I was saying though, yeah, Sub Zero, Scorpion, Reptile, watch out for them, and some of the other guys, even Raiden, Raiden, he was pretty decent himself, so it's just like Mortal Kombat is obviously like it's like it's more brutal than Tekken, and it's more like and Mortal Kombat's like a it's like fight to death type of fighting game in the movie series. They do like a fight to the death type. When they say finish them, you got the chance to either finish them. That's their choice. They either just finish them clean, or B, finish them dirty, which is basically kill them by them doing their fatality. And Tekken, on the other hand, they just fighting each other until each round until one of them can't go no more, and then they just finish each other clean. So that's the difference between Mortal Kombat and Tekken. Like I said, Mortal Kombat has two choices, which is they finish them dirty or finish them clean, or finish them dirty by killing them with a fatality. And Tekken is just basically fighting your opponent until all three rounds until he can't go no more. So that's the difference between Mortal Kombat and Tekken. And I think Mortal Kombat would win. I think Mortal Kombat would beat Tekken. Would beat Tekken by that because of because of their fighting style and some of their moves that they got that would probably throw Tekken fighters off guard, and and moves they wouldn't see coming. So that's my opinion. That's my opinion on what I would think would happen if there was ever a Mortal Kombat versus if it was Mortal Kombat versus Tekken. On the other hand, because they're more like clean fighters in a way, and Tekken, they don't even in Tekken. I also noticed in Tekken, nobody be shooting up powers at their opponents, or there's not even no blood in that game, and they don't. And like I said, the only thing they do, they fight, and then you could grab your opponent by doing like signature moves, like wrestling moves and things like that. In martial law, like he does that one move with his fist, where his fist is on fire, and then like his opponent he hits his opponent with his back fist like that, and he's on fire a little bit, and then like he could beat him that way. But it's like as I said, you don't see some of the stuff you see in Mortal Kombat and do in Mortal Kombat. You don't see that in Tekken, and that's just the way Tekken was made. It's like I said, it's like a different type of fighting game. Kind of like Virtual Fighter in a way. So Tekken is kind of a little bit more like Virtual Fighter, because Virtual Fighter, they don't do that shit either. So that's my opinion on what I think would happen. What happened if there was if Mortal Kombat and Tekken fought against each other? I think that would be yeah, in my opinion, I think Mortal Kombat would win because of those reasons, based on what I said. So but yeah, that's all. But yeah, that's all I really have to say and got for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, so y'all know what to do. Click that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So click that thumbs up. Leave y'all's comments and thoughts down below. And click that sub button if you guys haven't done so to show support and love for my channel. This your boy Garrett Spencer. You guys take it easy. I'll see you guys next time. Peace and I'm out. And remember, y'all, once a gamer, always a gamer. Keep on gaming, y'all.